The Crunch play their final game before the All-Star break tonight at home against the Rochester Americans. It's the fifth matchup of the regular season series between the Crunch and the Amerks, and that means obviously there's a lot to go in the unofficial second half of the season after the All-Star break. In fact, tonight is the first of back-to-back games. Crunch will be home tonight and then out of the All-Star break on Friday night in Rochester. It's the final game tonight of what is 10 games in 16 days for Syracuse and the fourth game of the week for the Crunch. Syracuse has points in their last 4 games, including a shootout loss last night against the Binghamton Devils. Back and forth game, the Crunch had a 2-0 lead. The Devils came back, tied it, and then took a lead in the third period, 3-2. Crunch rallied back with a game-tying goal by Alex Barre-Boulet late in the third period, forced overtime, but lost it in a shootout, in a 7-round shootout last night. 1-0 in the shootout and 4-3 in the game. The Crunch, with 1 game to go before the All-Star break, know they need to dial it in and be focused here tonight against the Amerks.
When I look at our focus and our finish, that explains a little bit our specialty team. I think mentally it's a struggle right now. It's a grind to do things the right way all the time. So that's going to be our challenge tonight, but every team's going through that, and we have 6 points out of 8 right now in those last 4 games. So why not going for an extra 2 here tonight?
Yeah, we just know this is a big game. We're right on the bubble of the playoffs with, I guess, a few teams. So a big one with Rochester tonight, where it's a game we kind of need, and it'll be a good vibe going into the All-Star break and to come back ready to win more. So yeah, just got to dial it in one more game, and then you get a little break off and just kind of leave it all out there.
So tonight it's the Crunch and the Rochester Americans for the 5th time this year. All 4 games so far have been decided by just 1 goal. Most recently, just a few weeks back, the Crunch came back from a couple of 2-goal deficits and ended up winning the game against the Amerks here at home 5-4. Look for another win against the Amerks tonight. Rochester has found its game again after dropping 9 out of 10. They've now won back-to-back games, including last night at home against the Laval Rocket. They're in 3rd place in the North Division, 6 points ahead of the Crunch. Syracuse has a chance tonight to get back in a playoff position for the first time in what feels like forever. They're only 2 points behind the final playoff spot held by the Laval Rocket, entering play tonight in the final game before the AHL All-Star break. If you can't join us tonight from Upstate Medical University Arena, you can catch all the action on ESPN Radio and AHL TV. Countdown to Crunch Time gets underway at 6:45. Puck drop is at 7 as the Crunch and the Amerks play for the 5th time tonight in the final game before the All-Star break here in Syracuse.